Alright, Charanjian with Joy for Your Healing, and today Archons. What are they and what's the deal in the body, of course. So, you'll hear of deep dark places as we go through, well, the path. Then people are, and then, they have these Archangels, Archons, they're very similar things in different traditions. So, they're archangels fighting the good versus evil type of deal. Guess what? If we're in the middle path where everything's peace, love, and joy with a good spinal alignment, the left is evil feminine, and the right is the evil masculine, sides of the nervous system, depending what's in the body. So, if we go down the path hanging on the middle and we're nice and balanced, then we're cool with all that. But, like as it has been for me in recent times, I've been drawn to, say, the Baba Yaga, which is like a Slavic Eastern European witch. Why? Because my left side of my sacral and my spinal alignment is tilting that way, that much, a little bit. And as I recently came into a bit more cleansing and opened up a new area and came into the light, the consciousness and the clarity and truth came through. Good, eh? So, what is it? The Archons are just a light projecting through a bacteria called Archaea. Archaea. So it's a bit depth in the cellular biology. So that's why people don't know these things, because it requires a lot of depth of information of study, and there's too much stuff in the way for them to be able to get to it. So if they're stuck up here, they're not going to find something all the way down here, which takes years to get to. It happens. And I go and look at it, and it's like, it's part of the mitochondria, the bacteria that is found in arid zones, and it can be found everywhere, but especially in like volcanic areas. In a pitta person with a fuck ton of fire and inflammation, that's essentially a volcanic area. And psychologically and emotionally, it can cause stuff to fly up and out and spew out like a volcano, or like a fire-breathing dragon on the top of the castle. You've probably noticed I've done that a couple times. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And then I started looking a little bit more and more, and I'll put a video so you can explore for yourself, that it has an ether element, and when it releases an ether, then it's going to create an idea up to the top of the brain through the vagus nerve, whether the person is aware of it or not. See what I mean? So we are 90-odd% bacteria, depending on who you talk to. But I've recently learned that from more microbiome studies, is that our gut microbiome outnumbers our genes by 150 to 1. 150 to 1. Think about that. So you get those people who are really big, they have zero idea what's there. None at all. And I've been on this for, 7 to 10 years really on the path. But detoxing for 5 years at this point, and I'm starting to discover these things in depth. But more importantly for me, I have to get it out. And so, the science people can sit there and study it for years. Good for them. I'll figure it out, and when it comes, the idea comes when it comes out in 5 or 10 minutes, do a bit of study, make sure I get it, put that in the memory bank, put that in a watch later list, and so I can refer to it anytime I need to, and then concentrate on fixing it. Why? Because I get better, bigger, stronger, more connected with my soul, more of my bodily connected in total. And so I can bring in more consciousness, more understandings, staying in the light, and then jump into the dark, deep depths of the soul and the gut and the mitochondria for more power. Because when we take the dark out of our body, we get more longevity, more energy, more consciousness, more awareness, more ability to love, more expansion, more longevity. So, let's have the light shining on us and behind us as guides, shall we? Archaea, another false illusion of the spiritual fluffy types. Solved.